Hello, I'm Richard Boatman, and I'm coming to you from Liberia, Africa, where I've been a part of a group that is helping to train about 75 Liberian pastors. I want to talk to you today about getting real. Sometimes there is a giant disparity between what we profess and what we practice in the kingdom of God. And I think that disparity, that gap, can oftentimes create a witness that is negative and how it impacts the world and might even keep people from following Jesus. So I want to talk about narrowing that gap. Well, in my life, I've found 4 questions enormously helpful because they deal with the interior issues of our lives, which Jesus dealt with in the Sermon on the Mount. He spends a great deal of time talking about the interior life, because as the interior life aligns with him, then our behaviors will follow suit. So the first question I've learned to ask is, Lord, how would you have me think about this? Any given situation, how would you have me think about this? In doing that, when we ask that question, we are making Jesus Lord of our thought life, as we allow him to govern our thinking, to lead our thinking. Romans chapter 12, verse 2 says, do not be conformed to this world, but be transformed by the renewing of your mind. The second question that we ask is, Lord, how would you have me respond to this? Well, now we're making Jesus Lord of our emotions. Ephesians chapter 4, verse 26 says, be angry, yet do not sin. And do not let the sun go down on your anger. So in other words, emotions are fine, even sometimes anger, but we do not let it rule. Anger needs governing, and we need to resolve the anger under the guidance of the Spirit. The third question is, Lord, how would you have me speak about this? Or just how would you have me speak? What should my words be like? Jesus talked a lot about words. He said we'd give an account of every idle word. Out of the abundance of the heart, he said, the mouth speaks. Proverbs 18:21 says, death and life are in the power of the tongue. Ephesians 4:15 says, speaking the truth in love, we are to grow up into him in all things. So we're asking Jesus to be Lord of our words. And fourthly, Lord, what is my motive? Paul said in 1 Thessalonians chapter 2, verse 4, he said, what we do to please the Lord and not to please people. God is the one who examines our motives. It's important that we ask, Lord, what is my motive for doing this? Those 4 questions. Lord, how would you have me think about this? How would you have me respond to this? How would you have me speak? And what are my motives? Go a long ways towards aligning the interior life to the kingdom of God, towards lessening the gap between what we profess and what we practice as we live out the kingdom. This has been 3 Minute Manna. Go with God, and God will go with you.